Well, what started me in going into the Souris area wildlife, it was Freddie Shivery and them at the consolidated school was putting on wildlife dinners for the grade 8 kids. And my young fellow was in school at that time, and he started there, so then that's when I started going. Once I went to, he come home and told us all about the wildlife dinner that he had at the school, and then that's what started me into the wildlife. I'm originally from Tremont, Nova Scotia, and I've been over here for I think going on 35 years now, coming up around 35 years.
As a boy, where you were growing up, did you fish and hunt?
Oh yeah, river's just about a mile and a half from home there, and we fished there all the time. And I used to do a lot of, in the fall, we used to trap a lot of muskrat and beaver, but as I got older and then didn't have time to do that, but did that over home there.
Yeah. You served on the executive. What are some of the positions you've held?
Well, it's only, except for being the board of directors, the only other job that I had was being a treasurer. I was a treasurer for, I'm saying roughly 9 years. And I just couldn't, I just give it up, give somebody else a chance to take over looking after the finances,
Did you work in the streams?
I did a lot of volunteer work in the streams when Steve Shivery and us was working out in Dingwall's Mills there. We used to go out and work on like Wednesday nights. Every Wednesday night we go out there. Then there's a few times we went to up to North Lake and worked in the stream up there in North Lake. I went out like Wednesday night taking a chainsaw. At that time I was running the chainsaw for cutting the trees and stuff out of the water.
Did you work out at the fish hatchery in St. Margaret's?
Well, the one out there at Darrell Lefront, yes, I worked out there. I fed the fish for, I guess it must have been 3 years. I used to have my turn to go, like every second day or every third day was my turn to go. Used to go out there and feed the fish and stuff like that, yeah. Well, it's down in the kind of nice, it's a nice round tub there. I call it a tub. It's all built, it's all covered in, and they had the water coming from way up the stream down into it, and have the water going out. It's controlled, like the same amount, and keep the same amount of water in the thing all the time. And we had them there battery. I think it was a battery operated or wind up automatic feeders for the fish. We had to go put the fish food in the fish, and the fish would swim around in a circle and get the fish, get the food from the automatic feeder.
What kind of fish did you raise?
To my knowledge, I'm saying I think 99% of them were brook trout or trout like to go in the stream, because we used to take them out and put them in different places, like in North Lake Stream and New Ferry Stream and McGinnis's Dam and stuff like that. We used to take them and put them in garbage pails and take them and dump them in there.
Did you ever walk the streams looking for salmon reds?
No, I never did any of that stuff. No. I don't know. Like we seem to be doing a lot of nice stuff there right now. Like everything seems to be. I'm not into that work, but I mean I've gone with them and putting in diversions for the water so the banks are not washing out, and I've helped plant a few trees years ago. I think everything is, I don't know what you'd say to improve it that much. They seem to be, you just got to keep the streams cleaned out, the beaver dams taken out, so the fish can go up to spawn and stuff like that, the salmon and rainbow trout. But no, other than that, I can't see any real major work that needs to be done that I know of,
But so it's a continuation of what's been done in the past?
Yeah, to just keep everything up to date and keep things flowing so it can improve the waterways,
The maintenance?
Yeah, the maintenance, yeah. Every year you gotta do maintenance on it because like the trees falling down and they block off the river, and then when the tree falls and everything catches onto that, and the first thing you got a big backup of water, and then you got like a mini dam there, and the fish can't get up or can't get down either way. from the debris running down the river, the brooks, like, you know, river.
I'm told you're a believer in conservation.
Yes, I am. I'm very glad to see the work that's being done and the way that we're getting a lot of the farmers, all the farmers are getting pretty well in this area on our side as far as the nutrients and stuff going into the water. I know it was good fishing for me and my young fellow when we were growing up, and I hope when my grandchildren, hopefully they return back to the island, will have a place where they can go fishing and, you know, I'm very pleased with it and the way everything's been running, the way everything, like, is running good. Only thing, like now, it's been like, for the years, it's been more or less just a we don't call them the chosen few, but the few that have been involved in the wildlife. And it would be very nice to have a bunch of younger people be involved. I know with going to school or going to university, they're away from here. They don't get a chance to get to all the meetings to see and stuff what's going on, eh? But it would be nice to see a batch of nice young fellows come in because it benefits everybody. And I'm at the stage right now where I'm retired, but I'm still involved with the board and like looking after the mail and signing checks. But I mean, it's time for some young fella to come along and step up to the plate and you know, carry on for years down the road, because if we don't get more younger people into it, eventually down the road it's going to be all of us old fellas, and we're all eventually going to be gone, and we've got to have some new ones to take over. So it's nice for them to come in on the ground floor to get to see what we're doing and how things are being run. I think it would be an excellent idea if we could recruit more young people. Well, the government, I'm only hearing through the grapevine, but they're going to stop using creosote bridges on the streams, which should have been done years and years ago. But I mean, it's nothing. I mean, we're learning from our mistakes. The biggest problem right now, we're learning from all the mistakes that we've had over the last 100 years. But it takes a long time for some people to realize that the mistake is there, like, you know, and they're starting to correct it. They're starting to put cement culverts in and stuff, and it helps the waterways a lot better if you don't have that creosote running into the water.